Well, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're joining us from. My name is Henry Tenby. Welcome to the Airliners Live Vancouver show. We're starting a bit early today. This is a bonus show. If you're joining us for the first time, we usually run our shows at 11, but for this opportunity to be here to get the maximum out of the action, we're starting a bit early. This is Ottawa. This is Air Canada's Ottawa service departing at 787. It's Air Canada's flight 342. Lined up on 26 left. And she is rolling. So this is our Larryburg location, Larryburg Park. We're doing a departure show today. As we are on runway 26, it lends itself to that very nicely. Look at the wing flex. Nice wing flex as those airspeed comes alive. Rotate. Isn't that graceful? Climbing like a homesick angel. Next stop is Ottawa. That's about a 5-hour sector out of Vancouver on a beautiful, sunny, warm, blazing hot morning here in Vancouver. Well, that's runway 26 left, departures. It's the South Terminal right there. Well, hello everybody. My name is Henry Tenby. Welcome to the Airliners Live Vancouver show. It is a glorious morning here in Vancouver. We've come out of the fridge and we're into the saucepan in terms of weather. It changed quite dramatically. It is going to be a roasting hot day here in Vancouver. As you can see, I'm in my shorts and my t-shirt, and it's severe clear. They're calling for a humidex of around 30 today, so it's going to be a roasting, boiling hot day. Temperatures are pushing about 25. Could be higher inland in the interior. Just 10 miles from where I'm standing, the temperatures can be 5 degrees warmer. Typical Tuesday morning operation here at YVR. As I say, it's a runway 26 operation this morning. We're having most of our departures happening from right here behind me. So we're going to get all the airline traffic and the corporate traffic departing on this runway. The arrivals are on the north side, as many of you know. Just to give everybody a bit of a heads up, we are still using our old Teradex streaming unit, which unfortunately does cause us a bit of grief. It can drop the signal. Now, until I say the show is over, the show will continue. So if the signal gets dropped, do not go away. My colleagues in the UK and myself will do our best to bring the signal back as soon as possible. We will be aware of it. So again, if the signal gets dropped, before I officially close the show out, stay tuned. We're going to bring the signal back to you as quick as we can. So just wanted to give everybody that little bit of heads up. And for those of you that are joining us on this bonus show, we're early. We're starting an hour early, just so that we can maximize the departure footage. The departures tend to be thick and heavy between now and lunchtime, and then once the lunch hour hits, 2 hours from now, it tends to get quiet. So we just wanted to maximize the action and give you all a fun, action-packed show as much as we could. We've got as I say, a bit of a breeze. I believe the wind is going to be staying like this for today, so I'm not expecting any runway changes. and I'll get behind the camera and give everybody a tour, and I will do my best to keep you informed as to what aircraft are coming out, what flight numbers they're operating, their routes, etc. And because we are on the south side here, the south terminal is behind me, so we will get the VIP departures and the general and light aviation and the commuter departures as well. So we just have to see what comes our way. I know it's going to be fun. I'm just so happy to be here. The weather is great. As many of you know, we've had to suffer through some cold, damp, wet, blowing wind days. So having a day like this, crystal clear blue skies, is a treat. And we've probably got 2 months of this ahead of us. So we're going to make the best of it. And thank you for joining us. And I'm going to get behind the camera and we're going to have a fun show. Okay guys, okay, I'm just getting set up here behind the camera, and just give me a second while I get adjusted. I should tell you, by the way, we did get our Sony made zoom controller. So this is our new Sony zoom controller, which I'm using to zoom the camera. Seems to be working well. I don't think we're going to have any teething problems on it, but just to let everybody know. So what have we got on the runway? Oh, standby one. We've got a Pacific Coastal Saab 340 taxiing on to the departure end here. And let's have a look. See if we can figure out where he is destined for. For whatever reason, he doesn't seem to be showing, but rest assured, it's a local regional service, possibly to the island. Could be a fishing charter. Look at the heat. We've got some good heat building up here this morning, folks. So we do have some, heat distortion, but it's to be expected. And there he is, climbing into the stratus. Kind of has a profile of a Hawker Siddeley 748 to my eyes. It's a baby HS 748 with newer engines. There he goes. So again, just to give everybody a little bit of a lay of the land here. That's the piano keys right there, visible center frame. We might get some arrivals here. Corporate traffic. Yes, as a matter of fact, I've got a Boeing coming in. Speak of the devil, guys. We have a heavy. Believe it or not. You guys can hear it. I'm just getting set up for him. 7.5. Yikes. Yikes. That's a treat. Actually, that's Air Transat A321 service landing. Very unexpected. Usually, of course, this scheduled traffic, or could be a charter, but the heavy jet traffic generally goes on to the north side for arrivals. So yeah, that was very cool. That was the Air Transat 930 Toronto Vancouver arriving. Totally caught me off guard. So let's get him pulling off the active. I think we're looking at him about 10,000 feet away there, so we've got some good zoom going. So who have we got here with us today? Waters, Chris, Sue Major. Hello, Sue. We've got Liam, Paul Marriott, living at Large Aviation. Thank you for joining us. Terry Edwards. Yeah, a bit of a crosswind, but nothing too severe. Cindy, hello Cindy. Sky, sea to sky, greetings from Whistler. Yeah, Whistler. Let's see, we've got a corporate jet pulling up onto the active here. Thought I saw it. There it is. Guess what is that? You guys may know more than me on the corporate side. My corporate knowledge is needing to be a bit of an upgrade there, but I'm guessing that's a citation. You guys may know more than me, as I say. Feel free to chime into the chat and let us know. Thanks for the hat, Sue. Yeah, the hat that I'm wearing is a Tilly. They're made in Canada, 100% cotton, and they're guaranteed to last a lifetime. So it's a $100 hat. I've had two in my life, and the first one I literally wore out, and they replaced it free of charge. So yeah, this is a Tilly hat. It's a very Canadian thing. Canadian Armed Forces personnel very much love the Tilly hats. So when you see the Canadian Forces soldiers on detachment and overseas locations, hot locations, they'll often be wearing their Tillys to protect them from the blistering heat. So I love my Tilly hat. They're pretty much indestructible. If you don't have one, yeah, visit Tilly's website and you can get one yourself. And people will come up to you when you're on holidays and ask if you're Canadian by virtue of the Tilly hat. So let's have a look over at the north side, guys. We've got a Q400 coming our way. This is heading to Seattle. It's Alaska Airlines Flight 2185. Taxiing down. Just getting the audio on him here finally. It's a cool, very neat color scheme there. I quite like it. As you guys know from the last show, I think I prefer this to the Air Canada Jazz and WestJet scheme on the Q400. And those of you that are observant will notice there's a paint pattern on the trailing edge of the spoilers. So I guess that, if anybody knows what that's for, chime in and let us know. I'm curious myself, but all the airlines seem to have it. So yeah, that's kind of a Q400 thing, I guess. So thank you, Pete Kelly. The corporate jet was a Cessna 525B CJ3+. Thank you for letting us know. Gabriella asks how I'm doing. I'm doing well. I'm just so happy that we've got this good weather. It's been long awaited here in Vancouver, so I am just happy to be out here getting some vitamin D, hanging out with you guys. You know, one of my favorite places. No, we've got nothing on approach behind me, so this guy is rolling. I'll turn the radios on, so we've got the ATC. Hopefully you guys can hear that. And he's rolling. Isn't that majestic? Gear up. He'll make a hard turn to the left, and in 30 minutes he'll be pulling into the gate at SeaTac. Off off he goes. So let's again have a look back at the north side of the field, see what's going on. Back to our old stomping grounds. We've got 2 cargo jet freight. Looks like we've got 2 767s to my eyes, but maybe that's a triple behind it. I'm not sure. There's a WestJet sitting there as well. Greetings from Dublin. Hey, Carl. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Holly. Cute Seal says the Alaska Horizon is going to Seattle. Indeed. Thank you for that. Chester Mike says the Air Canada Express operated by Jazz Aviation. Well, actually, yeah, no, that was an Alaska Airlines one flight that we just saw there, so that wouldn't have been Air Canada Express. That was Alaska Airlines. And Hamagat says hello from Hong Kong. Thank you for joining us from Hong Kong. We're just about matching Hong Kong temperatures today, and even with the humidity, because the humidity is going to be, the humidex is going to be 30 today, which is pretty high for Vancouver, actually. And what have we got sitting there? That is another cargo jet freighter, 767-300 freighter. We might get lucky and get one of these guys departing. Hard to say. So, Darta Ramos is joining us from Brazil. Bom dia. Bom dia. Nice to have our Brazilian friends with us. And we have a fellow Henry, it seems to be. Henry's joining us from Kumasi, Ghana. Fantastic. That's wonderful. Homigat says we've got a 737 taxiing to the runway. Indeed we do. And we've got a Saab 340 on finals, so we're just going to catch him. There he is. Isn't that gorgeous? As I say, to my eyes, that's a baby 748. And he greases it down. Reverse thrust. Buckets. Well, not quite. No buckets on that aircraft. Buckets are a thing of the past, actually. 737-200, 727-200. Both the 737 and the 727 had buckets, and they'd pop the buckets. So here is our WestJet Boeing heading our way. So guys, my iPad has now shut itself down because it says it's too hot. So the sun has just cooked it out. So I do not know. I've lost my access to the ground movements here. I don't know what's where these aircraft are going, and I cannot see the ground. Can't see what's happening here on the airport. I'm operating blind. So yeah, that's the problem when you've got 80-degree temps here in Vancouver. The iPad cannot function. So I'll just have to let it cool down. Maybe I'll get I do have an umbrella. Darta says my daughter is living in Vancouver. Okay, well she's going to have a nice day today. As I say, I don't know the flight details because we've lost my iPad. So all I can really say is it's a nice looking WestJet. I wish I could give you guys more information than that. I guess we'll have to invest in a clamp which attaches onto the tripod, which will hold an umbrella to keep the surface temperature of my iPad cooler. All these little permeations in running these streams that we just you don't realize until it actually happens. So
Relocate your expression, thanks.
I mean, we've only been streaming here for the last 15 minutes, and the iPad got too much heat, so I'm guessing I'm going to be without it for the entire show, which is unfortunate, but it is, them are the breaks, it is what it is. But you guys at home will be able to watch the radar, flight radar for me, and chime in as to what aircraft are going where and what aircraft are coming out. So you guys can be my eyes and ears. Oh, that was me. I knocked the darn tripod. So Andrew says we've got an Air Canada 787 from Toronto. Oh, it's arriving in 5 minutes. Okay, well that's great. We're not going to be able to see it, unfortunately, because we don't have a view of the north side arrivals from this location. So that's I've got a lot of trees blocking the view here of that area. So we just will not be able to see that from the Larryberg Park. Okay, Sun Dragon says good morning. Watford, great show. Well, thank you. Doing my best. Somebody mentions sunglasses for the iPad. Believe it or not, I have a screen protector on it, which is just that. So I hear a jet somewhere. Oh, we've got a Q400 taxiing out here. And there it is. Coming again, because of I've got a lot of glare, so even when I see the screen, I'm unable to tell us who the airline is, so I'll have to wait till it gets closer before I can even identify the operator. So
proceed Lima, Juliet, Ultra Juliet Charlie, contact ground 121.7 on Juliet. If you are it's canceled on departure in the air and from Delta 5, there's a takeoff runway 26 left. We cancel departure in the air from Delta 5, clear takeoff 26 left, Jazz 272, yeah.
So this is Jazz, according to the radio. Yep, Air Canada Express, Jazz. We've got another Boeing in the background there, taxiing out. Air Canada Max. Beautiful. That looks good on the screen. No delays rolling. Okay, back to the ground here. We've got our Max. There he is. Air Canada 737 Max on his way out. Hello, Will P. and Connie. Okay.
4350 Vancouver, Tower, good day. Clear line on 826 left.
So somebody just called in for landing on 26 left, which is where we're standing. So I'll just kind of keep my eyes peeled for whatever that might be coming our way. Hopefully something exotic. You never know. You just never know. I've got my suntan lotion on. SPF 50. Or I think it's 50. Brought my water bottle. I mean, doing streaming it's hard work, right? You got a lot of balls to keep juggled up in the air. You've got your own health and safety to watch. Don't want to get dehydrated and black out. That wouldn't be very good. I mean, we don't have the temperatures of the U.S. Southwest. 40 degrees Celsius, 42 Celsius. But with the humidex today, it is going to feel like high 20s, low 30s. So that is hot. Oh yeah, we've got a Cessna here on finals, guys. So nothing too earth-shattering, I must say. But we'll, nonetheless, we'll watch him. You guys can hear him. He's coming in right over my head here. It's a FedEx Caravan is what that is. Operating a regional cargo service. FedEx is right over here to our right, so it makes sense that he comes in on this runway. It's convenient. Minimize taxi back to the FedEx facility. Okay, and our Air Canada Max has just been given clearance onto the active. There he is. Yeah, we've got some heat going here, for sure. We've got Morningstar on the radio. That could have been that caravan that just alighted before us. So Jacob says WTF on a Tuesday. Yeah, it's a pop-up show today. As I explained, this is a pop-up show that we're doing. We will be doing a number of pop-up shows throughout the summer. So, and we will try to give as much advance notice as possible when these shows are outside of our normally broadcast time slot of 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Thursday. So we're here early just to catch as much action as we can. And we've got the Morningstar 757 starting engine. So once this guy's airborne, we're going to go check that out. That is kind of nice. Rosie Taylor, thank you very much for becoming first class. That is fantastic. So let's go get the FedEx guys. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! He's moving. He's not wasting time. 0 time wasted here. This is a Canadian FedEx 757. It's got a Canadian registration. And my goodness, he gave us 0 time. Look at the Canadian reg there. It's actually owned and operated by Morningstar on contract for FedEx, but he started engines and taxied out. That's faster than a Cessna 152. Unbelievable. And hear the thunder. That was literally no delays rolling. Pretty light too. There goes the gear. Wow. Wow, impressive, guys. Some good performance there on a hot day. So we've got something's taxiing out down at the far end, coming our way. Oh, we've got another Cessna Caravan here, guys. Let's see if I can catch him. There it is. FedEx Caravan. We've got a flying pencil lining up here for departure, aka Metro 3, I guess. Fairchild Metro. There's our flying pencil. Bit of an ugly looking airplane. Canadian Reg. This is a parcel airplane, courier flight. Don't think I've seen this before. It's a bit unusual. Not sure of the operator. So My Altitude is joining us from Pakistan this morning. So they're holding for something. And yes, we have a amphib coming in. It's perhaps Cessna amphib, not sure, but we're gonna have a look at it. It's coming in right above my shoulders. You guys can hear it. There it is. It's a Kodiak. Nice looking amphib. Yeah, I called it a Kodak. I mean, that's appropriate. I've got Kodachrome on my brain. Yes, amphib action is not that common, even here. And here comes our flying pencil. We've got an Air Canada bus behind it, A320. So I noticed the chat's gone quiet. I just wanted to make sure I haven't lost my connection to the chat. I just put a test in there. It's actually an Air Canada A321 that's taxiing. He's going to stick his nose into the frame here any second. Don't know where it's going. It's blocking our view, but I'm not one to complain, because I can't. And there goes the flying pencil. Up, up, and away. And he's got his clearance.
Okay, we'll call you in the turn.
So guys, I'm not sure if my phone's packed it in, but I just put test into the chat, and that's all I can see is test. And I've now done it twice, and I'm not sure if there's anybody else in the chat, or if we've lost the chat, or if I've lost communication with the chat. My phone has Wi-Fi, but I'm seeing the chat having come to a dead stop here. So I'm not sure if you guys have lost my signal. Yeah, I guess we've lost the signal here. Hang on a second. Yeah. See if I can get this to come back. Guys, as I say, I am restarting my telephone because I've completely lost my chat. So as I said, I couldn't be there for the chat because for whatever reason, no matter what I did by opening and closing the chat, it just was not working. Well, frustrating actually that I just can't get my phone to bring back the chat. Yeah. Again, there's a lot of balls to be juggled here, and just getting them all working is not easy. Okay, I'll turn my phone back on. It's going to take a few minutes for my phone to come back, so I do apologize for that. Yeah, technology's not always as smooth as I would like. Okay, I think I've got my chat back.
Again, 236 there, Delta 7, line up runway 2 this left. Line up Delta 7
Guys, I'm just gonna pan the airplane, and then once the airplane's out of here, I'll then see if I can find the chats and get that up and running. I'd rather not miss the airplane and miss the chats, and then once there's nothing happening, come back to the chats and see if I can get that working again. I know there's been some donations while I've had this YouTube fiasco, so I do thank those of you that made donations while I've been out of reach with the chats. This is an interesting hybrid, guys. It's a A319 Air Canada with some kind of probably a rouge part of the engine nacelle there. It's a bit different. Ooh, look at that heat distortion. A bit too much there.
Oscar 343, Charlie Lana from Louis 261. Oscar 65, Oscar 343. Swiss 5205, roger.
If it's not pouring rain, it's blazing heat or technical problems. Unfortunately, it's just a bit frustrating.
LCT, proceed runway 13, check with the short runway 265.
Okay, we've got a Beach 1900 King Air, Pacific Coastal.
7236, contact departure. Oscar 343, with 2206 knots, contact departure near from Charlie 36 off runway 261. Yeah, departure airborne 36 off 66 off, Oscar 343.
Well, I'm back in the chat, but unfortunately I cannot see any of the donations, which is very upsetting to me right now. They're just not at the top where they should be. Really frustrating. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I'm really sorry, but I mean, I can scroll until the cows come home, but none of the donations are showing up. Okay. I've apparently Watford FC £4.49 sent a donation. That's very much appreciated. Thank you very much for that. And then Michael, £5. Thank you very much for your donation as well. I don't know. It's just I'm having a technical problem day today.
Looks like it may be just ahead of the citation at Monaco 187.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, my iPad's still down, so I do not know what's coming our way. And the airport's gone dead. So this is the reason why I kind of wanted to start the show earlier than later, because we have these long periods of dead zone with nothing coming out. It's just...
Mike X-ray Victor, sound ready? We're ready, sir. Yes, that's Mike X-ray Victor from Charlie, please take off on way 261.
So somebody's been cleared for takeoff, but I think it's a Cessna. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Well, Michael says there's a few problems on YouTube, maybe. But as I say, I mean, none of the chat, I can't see any of the donations, not a single one appear on my screen. So, it's just, yeah. It's a Cessna here, turning on to the active. There it is. Hardly interesting. Yeah. Well, we've got a Bizjet coming out. That's more interesting. So I'll just... Again, I don't know the registration. I don't know where he's going. But... at least we can watch him. Yeah, we're going to need to purchase actually multiple clamps so that I can have multiple umbrellas on me, because I guess my phone maybe is heating up as well, because of it's just getting full blasted by the heat, and the iPad still won't come back. So the technology doesn't seem to like it above 25 degrees Celsius, or my technology perhaps. So there, you can hear the traffic behind me because we're behind a motorway, and there's a lot of heavy trucks that are passing behind me, and they sound like aircraft. So rest assured, we're not missing any aircraft. Again, the airfield's gone dead, guys. It's just, yeah, absolutely nothing's coming out here. It's only we've only been at this, for, well, it's 10:45. So I guess it's complete hit and miss, because we've been out here, on Mondays and Tuesdays before, and we've had really good traffic. So this is pretty dead, actually. So where's all the pandemic travel happening? The post-pandemic travel boom is definitely not happening here at Vancouver. Not now. Because we've got zero happening on the airfield. Nothing taxing out. And if we look over at the other side, we can just have a look. But I don't think there's anything moving. So where the 146 is sitting is where we usually do our south side shows. There's an observation platform right there in front of the, it's not really visible, but it is there behind the fence. There's an observation platform, and we're usually filming towards the runway. But it really wouldn't have been any better a show than what we've got now, just because of lack of traffic. And so we thought we'd come here just to make things a little bit different than what we normally do. So let's continue having a look at the field. It's a big Gulf Stream. A few Bizjets there. Pilatus, center frame. Oh, hang on. Helicopter's getting away on me. Yep. Yep. Oh well. That's a medevac. Sikorsky 76 going up behind me from Helijet. So maybe we have a Bizjet starting engines. I don't know. Thought I saw a Bizjet. There we go. Falcon 50. It's taxing. Well, I didn't know what I was going to do, guys, because I was grasping at straws here. The airport was so darn dead. Still nothing taxing out on the north side for airline traffic. Wonder where he's going. The runway's this way, so I don't know. Maybe the taxiway does deviate to the north. I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll just have to see where he goes. Maybe he'll turn around at some point. Maybe he's not familiar with the lay of the land. We'll see.
Can I find any ground taxi via Juliet Hotel Delta Delta 7? Can I find any taxi off your right? I'll give it to you. Jet 271 ground, just give it to your Canada South Sound on Juliet.
Okay, that's a good sign. He's pointed his nose to the runway. I don't know who the owner of this aircraft is, but I'm sure some of you guys can find out and post that into the chat for us. Looks like N371 Tango Yankee, maybe. Hard for me to see on the screen of my camera. It's a big aircraft, big jet. He finally made it. He's taxiing on to the active. We've got a nice bird there. That looks like a bald eagle. Or it looks like an eagle. It looked like an eagle. So somebody, Whiskey Sierra says it's owned by Wilmington Trust. Well, that's a bank, so they've got the mortgage on the aircraft, but the actual I don't believe they're the actual operator. They could be the registered owner, as I say, because of the mortgage, but it's most likely operated by another company. And Wilmington Trust is just the bank that's provided the financing. Ah, okay. We have a Air Canada bus that snuck up while we were on that. Don't know where he's going. But it's nice to see these old Air Canada Airbuses in service. You know, some of these are 30 years old. Hard to believe.
Air Canada 104, 1206 knots, contact departure in the air, Delta 7, clear takeoff runway 26 left. Departure airborne, way to go to Delta 7, right Canada.
He's clear. Contact departure airborne. So according to Oh My God, this is heading to Chicago. Thank you for the heads up on that. I'm sure it's going to be a hot day in Chicago too. A lot of heat distortion, smoke from the airplane as well as the atmospheric heat. So I do see something out of the corner of my eye taxiing out from the main airport. It looks like a MAX, actually. Air Canada 737 MAX. It's coming our way. That was fast, guys. That was fast. If you guys can tell me in the chat where this guy's going, I'll read it out for us.
Bush 109 ground, taxi via hotel, and Delta Echo to the airport. 598, Tower 1206 knots, contact departure near from Delta 7, clear takeoff on way 26 up. 647 is picked up to 6 Buster 7598.
See if anybody's mentioned in the chat. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Chester Mike. This is Air Canada 598 going to Santa Ana. Reg CGEMV. Thank you very much for pointing that out. I really appreciate it. Well, that's a long roll. He's heavy and it's hot, so yeah, he was a runway hog for sure. That was a good chunk of runway. Wow. So we've got a WestJet coming out our way. But first we've got a King Air on the active. Pacific Coastal, I think. Looks like a Beach 1900. Yeah. Well, I hear something. I hear but cannot see. Let's see if I can find what's making that noise. I hear some piston-powered... Yep, got it. There it is. Beach 1900D, Pacific Coastal. Standard traffic for Vancouver on a Tuesday morning. I was hoping for some more heavies though for us. We really haven't had a single heavy, which is a bummer. The WestJet's still a ways down. Actually, it's not coming this way, so maybe it was an arrival that was parking up at the gate. Excuse me, that's allergies. It's allergy season here in Vancouver. So my nose just kicked in. Okay, we've got something coming down here. Looks like a Q400 coming down from the main terminal. There it is. Yeah, that's it. He's a ways down though. So Craig Partington says all the heavies are coming in the back, meaning I guess they're landing. So yeah, no heavies for departure, and it's just this Q400s. So this guy's got his clearance for departure. And I can't quite figure out the airline though. I'm thinking it's Air Canada Jazz. I think. And the second one I can't tell either. He'll make his identity known soon. Again, you guys know where these are going. Wow. Looks good. Oh my goodness, guys, I apologize. My nose is just kicked in something fierce. And we've got a jet coming in behind us, guys. Try to get it. Flare. That was cool. That was our reward for the slow traffic. Oh, and here comes the tailwind, the vortex. Oh, wonderful! It's like an air conditioner. That feels awesome. That is great. It's like this. Somebody just turned on the AC. I'm getting a big blast of AC. Very cool. That was well worth it, guys. So, Cador's podcast says it was from Edmonton, this aircraft that just landed. What else have we got? He's rolling. Ooh, nice. Early departure. We've got another, hang on, guys, I'll just pull the camera back. We've got a WestJet Q400 here turning onto the active. Hopefully we've got a little bit more traffic coming our way. Again, I don't know where he's going. You guys can chime in with the flight radar as to where he's going. Let's see. Okay. Thank you, Chester Mike. This is WestJet 3320 heading to Kelowna. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Super kind of you. Nice. That was cool. So we've got a little bit of a breather here, guys. A bit of a breather. Somebody has made an interesting comment. Let's have a look. Looks like Aviator says, not sure if you pointed it out on the stream today, but we got our newest 757 from Cargo Jet, currently parked here in Vancouver. Yeah, don't know what airline that would be. I'm guessing it's one of the cargo airlines. Maybe it's FedEx. Could be but it's from Cargo Jet. So yeah, that's. If you could clarify what you're referring to, I can maybe point it out if it's visible in the camera. But we got our newest 757 from Cargo Jet. So who are you? What airline are you that got your aircraft from Cargo Jet? I'm guessing you maybe are FedEx. Maybe you are indicating that this aircraft here, this 757, came from Cargo Jet. I don't know. But it's not really visible just because we've got a bit of a mound here. And we've also got a FedEx Airbus sitting here as well. So this is really the only 757 on the airfield that I can see. But let's just have a look down at the other end of the field. We've got, this is a 767 Cargo Jet. And then, well, there's a Cargo Jet 757. So maybe what he means is this Cargo Jet 757 is new, perhaps. So hard to say, but nothing really happening right now. It's gone quiet again. Don't think anything's taxing out. Not that I can see. Okay, member for 3 months, Lou Dahan. Let's wait for the SR-71. Yes, that would be in our dreams, I would say. But I do have I can't give you an SR-71, but I can give you a Beech 1900D, or Beech 1900 that's coming in above my shoulders. It's on short finals right now. You can hear it. So no SR-71. We've got this. Pacific Coastal, I'm sure. Yeah, a bit of a crosswind. As he greases it down. Sorry, it's not quite up to Storm Eunice standards today. I wish it was. So yeah, Lou, thank you very much for your 3-month premium economy membership. It's really appreciated, and the channel welcomes you to our streams. Thank you so much. So he's heading to the south terminal, this guy. Boy, that's a long ways away, isn't it? Let's have a look at the other side. Well, yeah, I think that's an arrival. That guy.
Fish 561, taxi cross runway 26 left, Hotel Alpha Pavilion.
Okay, there's something small coming our way. Little puddle jumper. Thought I saw a puddle jumper. Yeah. Central Mountain Beech 1900. about 2 kilometers away. He's going to cut across the active. He must have landed on the north side. I apologize, guys. As I say, I've got a bit of allergy happening here. He's a normal visitor for the south terminal. I think we've seen. We've seen those quite a bit. So apparently there was a Air Transat landing on the north side, and KDOR says this is a Williams Lake flight arriving. Terrific, thank you for that. Heads up. There, oh, I lost him. So he's already in the main. He's already gone over here and parked, I guess. You can see the North Caribou RJ100 resting between flights. There he is. Yeah, we have had Larry Berg shows that have been a lot busier than this. So I think the key is to start earlier, perhaps, for Larry Berg. It just doesn't lend itself to later starts, just because the traffic is super quiet. The morning rush is the best. I mean, like if I were here at 7 a.m., it would be fantastic, because we would have had lined up aircraft here, one after the other. Well, hopefully we'll get rewarded for our patience this morning. You never know. This was inbound from Kelowna. Thank you very much, Chester Mike, for that. I'm just wishing it was a little bit busier for us, a little bit better traffic, but it's out of my control. I just showed up set up the gear and hoped that we could have a bit of an interesting show, but some are more interesting than others, guys. It's just really dead zone today. But I'll stick it out at least for another 40 minutes to 12 noon, and we'll play it. Go to see what happens. But I did notice when I checked the YVR departure screen a definite bleed off in departures between 12 and 1. So not sure it makes sense to continue beyond 12 noon, especially if it continues at this rate, because I'm really grasping at straws. Not even a Cessna 152 to be seen. Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, it's not LAX, that's for sure. Maybe as I say, we think about if we're going to be doing a Larry Berg Park show in future, it does need to start earlier. But I know we've got our scheduled time slot, but this is supposed to be the busiest time of the year, right? It's midsummer. We've got post-pandemic travel boom in full bloom, but yet it's dead as a doorknob here. So it just happens that way. And there is all we can do is just try again. Hope for better luck another time. There's something taxiing out. WestJet 37. Again, I don't know where it's going, but if you guys can comment and let me know in the chat, that would be very nice. Let's see. I hear something starting. It might be a Bizjet. Could be. A lot of heat distortion. So at least it's sunny. Could be lashing down with rain. Rain blowing into the lens, and I'm having to clean it with a rag every 10 seconds. We had that just about a month ago here at this very location. It's like somebody was standing with a garden hose and spraying water into the front of the camera, so thank goodness it's not like that. So it looks like there's another WestJet coming out behind this. Maybe it was a Transat. Okay. So, according to Chester Mike, this is going to Toronto as the WestJet 710. 7-year-old aircraft. Should have been non-stop, like one aircraft after another. We've had that here before. You know, missing aircraft taxiing down because we're busy concentrated on the runway. So we've definitely had that. Nothing else coming our way. I've got a Beach 1900 coming in on top of me here. I'm sure it's Pacific Coastal. Okay. What else? I don't know if you guys see any aircraft over at the main terminal. Let me know if there's anything coming out. D'Angelo says there's an Air Transat 321 taking off at 11:25, so that's in 5 minutes. I haven't seen yet, but thank you for telling me. I very much appreciate that. Thank you so much. What else have we got? Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. Thank you for your comments. It is what it is. So, you know, I'm just hoping that we get a little bit more for you guys, just because I know you guys put your time in too, and we really appreciate you guys showing up here, and we just want to give you guys the best show we can, and it's kind of dependent on traffic too, isn't it? That's the Morning Star. Cessna Caravan, Cargo Bird. I'm grateful for it, because without this it would be, we wouldn't have anything. So, small airplane, but it's just appreciated at this moment. Okay, there is a Q400 taxiing out. Not much effort required for that aircraft to get airborne. Very short roll. I guess it's a pretty easy airplane to fly. If you know how to fly a Cessna 152, you probably know how to fly a Caravan. Okay, so now we've got our Q400 coming our way. Where is he? Ah, there he is. It's WestJet. It's neat. Infinite 20. You really didn't miss anything. No, just a Beech 1900 and a Cessna Caravan. So nothing earth-shattering was missed. So it was a good time for a tea break, I would say. I may even have some water myself. I'm going to have some water. Let's get some hydration going. Yeah, I'm so glad I brought my water with me. Oh, that's good. That is good. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It is a lovely day. It really is a lovely day, just because there's a little bit of a breeze. It's humid, yeah. It's hot, but it is not raining. So, for those reasons alone, I'm just really happy to be here. I feel good. I'm just going to check the battery, guys. Let's see what our battery is. We are at 34%, so we don't have a serious battery issue yet, but probably in about 10 minutes I'll change the battery on. So I'm on it, guys. I'm on it. I'm just here by myself, really. I mean, there's nobody walking dogs. I should tell you guys, my new Sony remote is working really well. It's better than the no name. So, for those of you that made a donation to support the purchase of this remote last time, when the no name remote died on me, I thank you guys so very much. That was really kind of you. It helped. It really helped, and I was able to get this remote ordered quick and delivered quick. So, again, for those of you who made those donations to support the purchase of my Sony remote, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, good. We've got a WestJet Boeing as well. That's nice. And this guy is holding. I'm just looking to see if I can find anything in the Stratos. that might be coming our way. Eyes are peeled. I'm scanning. Don't hear anything. Okay. Somebody's called 26 left. That's us. We are at the ready, guys. Hello, Will P. So again, we're holding. Okay, we've got a Cessna, guys. He's a 152. He's sneaking in right here on top of my head. Oh, he's just pulled the throttles back. I'm looking. There he is. We've got a nice little Cessna coming in. I guess you guys saw that bug. And majestic. And we've got the Saab. You guys were talking about the Saab in the chat. I saw that. Here's the WestJet Saab. Cool. Doesn't that look neat? Baby WestJet. These operate to Vancouver Island, I believe. I'm not sure where this one in particular is going, but I know WestJet uses the Saabs to Nanaimo. It's like a 10-minute flight from here. But it costs about $500 each way, so it's not something I've been able to partake in as of yet. If this was the Philippines, that would be a $19 flight. I think the airport fees alone are about $60. Vancouver's a very expensive airport to fly in and out of. For those of you that fly, on the low-cost airlines in the UK, you guys are really lucky because you can actually, if there's a 1 penny fare on Ryanair, you can actually fly for 1 penny. Not possible in Canada because our airports have very, very high airport improvement fees and other airport fees. So even if the fare is 1 penny out of Vancouver, for example, you're going to Toronto, you're probably still going to pay $100 in taxes. So there is no escaping high cost of travel in this country because of the non-government subsidized airports. They're private operations, they're not subsidized in any way, and they're all user funded. And the problem is our airports in Canada, they need to have waterfalls and amusement parks and expensive art pieces lavishly displayed in the terminal, which costs thousands if not millions of dollars, and all that has to be paid for by airport improvement fees. So that's the Canadian mentality. It's not my mentality, but it is the Canadian airport operators' mentality to sock it to us with high fees. So if you're used to the UK pricing model for low-cost carriers, you're not going to find that in Canada. It's just the way it is. You might get away with $100 one-way fares, with taxes in, but again, that would be paying $30 for the ticket, $70 for the fees. So you're kind of looking at about a minimum of $200 for a round-trip fare on the cheapest of sectors if you can find it. So Canada is an expensive place, and our air travel system here is expensive as well. £50. Thank you so much for Kevin D. Kevin, you are very much appreciated. Kevin says, hey Henry, you're doing a great job. Don't worry about the traffic levels. It's nice and relaxed and watching the different aircraft from Manchester. Fair enough, Kevin. Thank you for that. I mean, that's it. I'm just trying to be, as relaxed as I can, but at the same time, I just want to give you guys a really good show. So, I'm getting some vitamin D. The air is, blowing across, I believe. So these guys are having a fun summer day, out for a bike ride to the airport. If I was a kid, I would love this. So what a beautiful day to be out here bike riding, having probably a picnic for lunch somewhere. So yeah, really awesome. So great to see. And we'll just see if there's anything happening. I remember one of the comments was that we have a Air Transat coming out in a bit. So that's about now. So hopefully the Air Transat will present itself shortly for us. So again, Kevin, thank you very much for the £50. And I'm glad you're here watching with us. So somebody says, here comes the Teradek issues again. I hope... Oh, that was maybe the bot that said that. Okay, hang on. It sounds like we've lost the stream, guys. So, because that was Airliners Live. Yeah. Martin, should I reboot the deck? You fixed it. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Bye. So, our head office in Manchester has just told me that we had a temporary feed issue from the Teradek. So, it wasn't actually my unit. It was the some cloud-based service that was crapping out on us and dropping the signal. But apparently we're back. So, we're on it, guys. Beach 1900 on approach. So let's just capture this fellow coming in above my left shoulder. Nice. Beautiful. Oh, nice, nice. Ooh. And there's that crosswind. He's down nice and safe. Yeah, so again, just to let you guys know, we had a little bit of a problem with the feed on the Teradek in the back end, not so much my unit. So we were aware of it, and we're back on. I'm just going to check the battery levels, guys. Stand by one. Our battery's 24%, so we're still kind of okay. We're still kind of okay on the battery. But probably in the next few minutes we'll have to do the battery change. I hear something. I do hear some kind of engines, but maybe it's that guy being magnified by my amp in my ear. Oh, no, there's a little light aircraft coming out. That is a Piper Cherokee or is that, guys, help me, is that a Cherokee or is that something else? It might be something else, and I can't, it's tip of the tongue phenomena for me. I mean, it looks like a Cherokee, but I know it's something slight. Excuse me. Yeah, that is the pollen's in the air. Yikes. Yeah, you guys can tell me what that is. Little light aircraft. Well, airports just aren't for big guys only, so. Thank you very much, Sea to Sky. Oh, he's up fast. Short roll. We've got a Beech 1900 as well coming out. Sched flight for Pacific Coastal. That's a Beech 1900C, not the D. Stretched upper deck. Pasco. Probably after this I might do our battery change, guys. Just good afternoon, Louise from Brazil. Again, I hear props. Mr. Props. Well, you know, let me just check our battery, guys. See where we're at for battery. We are at 21%. So in the next, you know what? It is quiet, guys. It is quiet. So why don't we take advantage of this downtime and do our battery change now? I think that is the prudent decision. So I'm just going to get the battery ready so we can minimize this. And I'll give a countdown so you guys know. And then I'm just going to get everything ready. So stand by for 1 second. I'll do the countdown as soon as we're ready. Okay, guys, I'm going to do a countdown, and then we're going to change the battery. Okay, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll be back in a second, guys. And I'm back. I am back, and we're just setting up the camera. Thank you for that, guys. Helped to have everything kind of ready to go there. I prefer to do the battery changes in a planned manner instead of having it collapse on me in the last minute. So that worked pretty well. We are back live here at YVR, Airliners Live. And that was the good time to do that because we missed the square root of nothing while we did that 10-second battery change. And let's have a look here. That's it. I hear thunder. I hear thunder. It's not F-18s. One of these corporate jets is... Where have we got that thunder from? Yeah, maybe here. This is the Bizjet at our last show. The fellow, we filmed it arriving because one of the viewers knew the pilot. I think this is it. So, running up his engines, pushing the kerosene through. Thank you for that, Paul. Yeah, F1 pit stop. Well, I'm getting the hang of it, right? It was, you know, I had I undid everything and just, yeah.
Yeah, the Gulf Stream is beautiful, isn't it? He's pushing out the black smoke, though. Yeah, I can smell it. I can smell the burnt kerosene. Airport perfume. That is nice. Whew. Yeah, I love it. Oh boy, I'm sorry you guys can't partake in this with me, but that is a lovely, oh, there we go, lovely smell. Burnt kerosene. Oh boy. Oh, yeah. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Yeah, clean wing, right? So, no beacon. I didn't see any beacons either, right? So, none of these guys had beacons on. So, let's see. We'll keep a close eye on this to see if one of these guys busts a move for us from the corporate center. Yeah, clean wing, no beacons. So, guys, is there anything... Okay, so we've got, let's see, Air Canada from Montreal landing on the north side. Thank you for that, Mike. Yeah, smell-o-vision. Yeah, I guess Elon Musk is already working on that. So that probably has to do something with his Stargate plan, perhaps, or whatever he calls it. Smell-o-vision. So, yeah, if guys, is there anything coming to us from the main ramp? Let me know. Oh, hey, showtime. We've got our Air Transat Airbus busting a move, and he's coming our way. So that's nice. Guessing it's going to Toronto. Look at that heat, guys. Whew. Roasting. It is roasting. It's a roaster today. Definitely getting the vitamin D. But I'm well protected. I've got my Tilly hat on. I've got my SPF sun protection. And for me, you know, this is like a close second behind sitting at the beach, relaxing, swimming. If I'm not at the beach relaxing and swimming, this is pretty good too. Yeah, so our Transat 321 is coming our way. Oh, there he goes again, guys. Up goes the throttles, up goes the throttles. Let's see if we can figure this out. Not him. Could be that. Could be that big citation, I guess that's what it is. Because there's some... Yeah. Yep. We found our boy. There he is. Good stuff. He's nice and noisy. Is that a citation? I think it is. The Transat is going to Montreal. Thank you very much, K-Doors. Yeah, Arizona, 45 degrees Celsius in Phoenix today. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. So it'll be the same kind of temps down in Vegas. Palm Springs, nice and toasty. Let's get our Transat. Just head over to the other side of the runway there. There is our Transat. Beauty. So this is TS771 going to Montreal. Thank you, Chester Mike. 9-year-old A321. Chester Mike, I really appreciate your help here. Running the ground ops for me.
2462 ground tax I2 at Hotel Delta 7. 208 miles on the level 1 mile, here's Chris.
So what do you think? Okay, this is pulled back. If I zoom in, we're going to get some heat distortion. Well, quite a bit of heat distortion. Take your pick. But if I back it up a bit, there's a little bit less heat distortion. So I'm thinking that's probably best for us. A little bit further back and not blown out with heat distortion. Oh. So somebody asks if there's any chance of ATC. I'm actually running the ATC, so I'm guessing you guys can't hear that. It's not close enough. It's been running, and the volume's turned as loud as it can. I'll just see if I can move this, move the radio closer. So can you guys hear that ATC or not? It's as close as I can really get it to. It's right here with me.
Your discretion, traffic, passing, just entering the horseshoe going to gate 24.
Still quiet, yeah, there's... I just wonder how else I can get this even closer to the mic. Holding the radio right up here by my microphone on my head unit. See if that makes any difference. It's literally inches from my own mic. Well, I hear corporate aircraft. I hear a corporate iron. So now we've got a buildup of aircraft taxiing out, guys. A bit. Well, 2 aircraft. Strange, right? You know, I can hear it, but I can't see it. Oh well. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, got a CRJ coming our way. If you guys can tell us where it's going. And hey, Kevin D gifted 10 Airliners Live memberships. Kevin, thank you so very much for your amazing generosity. That is awesome. Thank you again. This is the action we like to see here, guys. This is what we're used to. This is our bread and butter. Multiple aircraft at the same time. And it happens. So if you guys let's have a look here. This is going to San Francisco. United flight. 2-hour service from Vancouver. Oh, I hear birds. Let's hope they bomb me. I can use the good luck. I'd welcome it. That's the Bizjet, guys. That's the Bizjet doing engine tests. That Thunder. Believe it or not, yeah, that's Bizjet. Loopy, thank you for the £1. Yeah, the hot tarmac is it's hot. Definitely. I'm sure you could cook eggs on the ramp today. Hard-boiled, not hard-boiled, over hard eggs for sure. Kevin, thank you for that £1 donation. Very much appreciated. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, CRJ, if you guys can tell me where it's going, I will advise. Kevin, again, thank you so much for that amazing 10 Airliners Live gifted donation. That was very, very kind of you. And Steve T, I'm glad you're enjoying the show. Thank you so much for the £2 donation. CRJ's rolling. Let's see who's making all that noise pollution. Where's our noise polluter? That's him. The beacons. Citation. Blowing off all that steam. So the CRJ is going to SMF Airport. Is that Sacramento? Maybe. We've got a little guy taxiing out here, I thought. I'm looking, I'm scanning. Yeah, that's our Kodiak amphib. Kodak, as I like to call it. he's rolling. Majestically climbing to the stratus. Where did he go? Big bird, little bird. That is a crow that just passed in front of our line of sight here, guys. And let's see what's maybe coming our way. Little bit quiet. Ian Deco, £5 donation is very much appreciated. Thank you so much, Ian. Awesome. I am from India, Deepan. Well, thank you for joining us. I hope you are doing well in India. I'm sure your temperature is similar to ours, nice and warm and sunny. Someone mentions a Qatar Gulfstream. Let's see if maybe... So there's a Gulfstream, and that's a Qatar Gulfstream. Good catch. Seth Evans, member 2 months business class. Welcome to business class, Seth. Thank you. Thank you very much, Seth, for your upgrade. Your business class upgrade. We have a nice, wide, comfy seat for you here. So, can you guys hear the ATC? The ground are giving this guy instructions on how to exit the South Terminal ramp area. Nice to have a Qatari aircraft here, but you know, it comes in quite frequently. I think you can even buy a seat on it yourself when they have empty capacity. They market the seats through various VIP flight charter broker websites. So if you've got the cash, I think you can fly on this old girl. Tom, welcome to Premium Economy, Tom. We appreciate your upgrade. Oh, we've got a site. Well, you guys tell me what that is. Bizjet of some type. I mean, it looks like a HS-125, but I'm sure it's not. It looks like a 1968 HS-125. But something new, something different. Interesting tail markings. Something D. 4D maybe? Don't know. That guy's making a lot of sound pollution. So the Bombardier Challenger 350. Okay, thank you for that, guys. Again, I need to brush up my corporate stuff. Oh, he's up. We're gonna get the Qatari guys. Whew, finally. Somebody told him to zip it. Got a Max here, guys. Air Canada Max. Nice lines, eh? See that? That's the action I like, where we've got airplanes on top of each other. We've got. We've got a flare coming out. So we've got. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's a lot of runway. It's heavy. Hot and heavy. Okay, guys, we've got 3 aircraft taxiing out towards us, which is great. That is a nice tag team there. 2 Boeings and a Q400. So we've got a WestJet 37. WestJet 37 followed by a Flare 37 followed by a Q400. So this is the action that we've been waiting for. Thank goodness. Yeah. Really, this is This is what I'm used to at this spot, guys. We've got to take off, though. We've got to take off. That's a Pilatus. PC9. PC7. PC6 is a Porter. This is the PC7, I believe. The Pilatus Porter is no longer in production. They've replaced their production facilities with this aircraft. For those of you that are not aware, the Pilatus aircraft factory is located in Switzerland, basically at the base of Mount Pilatus, which is on Lake Lucerne, on the other end of the lake from Lucerne, and you can go and visit Mount Pilatus. I've done it. Summer of '76. I'm due back for another visit. So you can pull the gear up at some point. There we are. So you guys can mention in the chat what we've got going on here for departures, for destinations. Toronto and Edmonton, Portland in that order. Great. Thank you, Jeff. Toronto, Edmonton, and Portland. So this is our Toronto WestJet. The flare is going to Edmonton. Beautiful. It's a really nice day. He's cleared. See, I'll just show you guys. The flare is still taxing, so I just don't want to miss both. So just pulled back a bit so you guys can see what's going on here. There he goes. Double whammy. So he's cleared. Wow. Short separation. Very short separation, actually. And he's rolling. Michael upgraded to business class. Thank you, Michael. Welcome to business class. We've got a nice comfy seat for you with extra leg room. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, I lost. Yeah, sorry.
Ground taxi via Juliet Hotel Delta and Delta 7. Juliet Hotel Delta 7.
Then we've got our Q400s lined up, just about ready to start rolling. There he is. He is rolling. I think. Just about. Well, we've got something's taxiing out down there. Let's see what that is. Okay. Air Canada 787 Dreamliner. Again, you guys are going to be able to tell me where it's going. My guess is Toronto. That's my guess. See what you guys tell me. Well, we have a Beech 1900 turning onto the active. Pacific Coastal. Watch him depart. 787 still a little bit of ways away. Well, Alley Cat, I hope you're going to feel better soon. And let's go have a look at our Air Canada 787 taxiing out. Again, I think it's probably a Toronto flight. You guys will be able to tell me. And I will read that out once I see where this is headed. Yes, Pacific Coastal is headquartered here and based here in Vancouver. Long-established airline, back into the 70s. Pacific Coastal had DC-3s, which I photographed on slide film here in this airport in the early 80s, but I know they had the DC-3s in the 70s. So this is Air Canada 114 to Toronto. It's FVLZ, 4-year-old Dreamliner. Thank you very much for that, Dave Beck. Thank you for being my eyes and ears. We've got a Beech 1900 coming in, roaring in above my shoulder here, guys. Pacific Coastal Beech 1900 about to alight before us. Ooh, bit of a slam down. Well, this is our first wide body of our show. It's nice to see. Very nice to see. Hooray!
Contact departure in the air from Delta 7 for takeoff on road 26 left. From Delta 7, cleared for takeoff 26 left, Air Canada 114.
So he's cleared. He's cleared for takeoff. Contact departure airborne. Cool. Guys, I'm comfortable. I'm feeling good. I hope you are. It's a gentle breeze. And he's rolling. Look at that wing. The wings come alive. Great wing flex. A lot of runway there. Wow, that was cool. That was a nice departure for us, guys. Our first wide-body departure of the show. So, grateful for that. We've got a MAX coming out to us. I think it's a MAX. Is that an Air Canada MAX? Can't quite see on my screen yet, guys. Infinite Everything 20, thank you for joining us. I really appreciate your being here. Thank you, Maz. The MAX 8 is going to Phoenix. Jeff, thank you for that. So it's going from hot to roasting, or from roasting to boiling. Kalani Ku, Melikamikimaka, thank you for joining us. Aloha, nice to have you joining us from the Aloha State. It's not quite Melikamikimaka, is it? I'm pushing the seasons. I don't know very much Hawaiian other than a few words. So Hawaiian words. Who knows Hawaiian words? There's lanai, pupus. I love pupus actually. As a haole, I know probably more than most non-haoles in terms of Hawaiian language. It's a very rare language. Probably today is probably a similar day to Honolulu in terms of temperature, and that only happens during about a 5-week period throughout the year, and that's now. Between now and early August is when Vancouver can achieve Hawaiian temperature. And we probably still aren't matching Hawaii in terms of humidity. It's just not quite up to tropical humidity standards here. Okay, what have we got? Let's come on back down to Earth. See, we'll scan the horizon. Okay, the Hawaiian flag is the only state that has the UK flag in it. Yes, it's very, very similar to the British flag. I'm not sure why, actually, because Hawaii was a independent territory, I guess you'd call it. I mean, it was, you know, the Hawaiians had their own kings and queens and royalty, and Hawaii had their own coinage as well with their kings and queens on it right through the 1800s. And Hawaiian coins were minted in San Francisco. Did you know that? In the 1800s, the government of Hawaii contracted the U.S. Mint in San Francisco to produce their coinage. Yeah, Hawaiian coins are very rare, very collectible. It's a nice landing. Well, yeah, live stream in Hawaii would be incredible. That would be so amazing. I'd love to do that. Would require a lot of setup, just because of the data. And in Honolulu, I don't think there's a runway spot like this where you can get, you know, this kind of footage. I think it doesn't lend itself to live stream. I may be wrong, but I think it would have to be done in partnership with the airport authority, and, you know, perhaps being airside. But it would be fun. I would totally be up for it. Well, guys, we'll give it a little longer, see what comes our way. It's as I did explain, between 12 and 1, it is very quiet on the commercial departures side. Something's landing on the north side there. We might be able to see it. Yeah. But as you can see, there's not much of a view. So we're just behind a big bank of trees, and it kind of obliterates the approach view on the north side. So I don't even really bother, because it may pull the cables out of the camera if I yank the camera around that far, and I don't want to drop our signal, and there's not much to see of the north side from this particular location. So we're kind of just stuck with what's happening here on this side of the airport. Got a medevac coming in. I just heard on the radio. So that's probably a King Air. See if it shows up for us. I'm going to grab some water, guys. Wow. It's hot. Time to put some suntan lotion on, too. Woo! Can you guys hear that? Just layering on the lotion. Poof. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's gone a bit quiet, so maybe I'll put myself on camera for us. My mug. Okay.
Well, guys, time for some water. Yeah, it's a nice and hot day. It's gone a little bit quiet on us. Oh, yeah. I just put the lotion on the arms and the legs. High noon now. Well, yeah, it is high noon. It's 12:30, so the sun is at its highest point. I'm well protected. I'm hydrated. Had a bit of allergies. As you can see, we're in an open field here, so there's pollen about, and it does trigger my nose, runny nose and itchy eyes, and I'm managing that as best I can. So thank you for that. I apologize for the occasional sneezes. Is there anything coming our way? There's a medevac taking off. That's the King Air that called on the radio. So we've got a medevac departure happening. They're in and out all the time here from Vancouver, the King Airs, on the BC government medevac flights. As you can see, I'm here by myself. There's nobody here. I guess everybody's at work or at the beach, soaking up the rays. But for me, this is wonderful. It's just a really nice day, and I wish the traffic was a bit better for us, but that's out of our control. We have a flare coming out, so let's get to work.
Okay, guys, I am back at my workstation, back behind the camera. And as I say, we've got a Flare 37 coming our way. It's way out there. Way out there. There it is, guys. There's our Flare. Well, I think he's coming our way. Maybe he's just arrived and yeah, looks like he's going to the gate, guys. Gate guys, yeah. He has landed on the north side and he's taxiing to the gate. And our Bizjet's going to start with engine run-ups here momentarily. You can hear it. Sorry about that, Rika. You were brushing your teeth and then I said flare. But unfortunately he's not coming our way. So that's okay. My eyes are open. The minute I see something of interest, I'm gonna advise you guys. Let's see what else. Yes, Richmond. We're standing in Richmond, British Columbia. The international airport here in Vancouver is actually in the community of Richmond, BC. I was raised in Richmond. I was born in Vancouver, but my parents lived in Richmond. So from the age of 0, I grew up in Richmond, went to school in Richmond, and was obsessed about the airport, was hanging out at this airport starting in 1967. So I've got a lot of history at this airport. I have a lot of memories, and as a young kid I used to, of course, do all my flights out of this airport on Air Canada and CPR DC-8s and Viscounts, Air Canada Vanguard, PW Convairs, all the good old stuff. I've flown on it as a kid. What else can I tell you guys? My parents flew to Gatwick in 1970 on Laker Airways, Boeing 707-138B out of Vancouver. I still have the ticket. I think it was about $500 return. Pricey for the day. Yeah, so the British Charter Airlines have been coming into Vancouver for 50 years plus, at least. We used to get Dan Air 707s, British Midland 707s, as I said, Laker with the 7.0s, never the DC-10s though. Yeah, Donaldson brought their 707 water wagons into Vancouver. I've got slides of them here. Not taken by me, but that would have been early 1970s. Yeah. So hey, we've got a donation from Mel W, $5. Mel, thank you very much for that donation. And thank you for joining in with us from Toronto. We got a double header coming out. First is the Max. Yeah, Jane, your first flight was on a 707. That's awesome. So someone's coming in here, guys. 26 left. Didn't quite catch who it is, but my eyes are peeled. Still, I don't see anything behind me. That's right, CPR used to fly to Manchester with DC-8s and even 747s and DC-10s, I'm sure, back in the 70s. Oh yeah, here we have our, looks like a King Air or Beech 1900 coming in above my shoulder. I'll just pull the camera back so we can soak it up. Here he comes. And our Max is also busting a move, not wasting any time to come into the runway. So
Just 191 ground, taxi to Hotel, investigate.
cleared for takeoff. We'll let him do his thing. He's rolling. Oh, and we've got a Transat, guys, so I don't want to miss that either. Oh, that was nice and fast on the departure here. Good, 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 good. So we can now also get the Transat transition from Air Canada to Transat. 321. Oh, notice the special scheme. It's got the eyeballs on it. See those little eyeballs on the nose? And then the, I guess it's a Disney Kids Club. So I don't know what that is, but I'm sure you guys can Google that and find out. But it's a special scheme. Eyes on the tail, eyes on the nose. This is operating Transat 931 to Toronto. I didn't notice that actually until quite recently. That runway looks short when compressed, but I do believe it's about 10,000 feet. Maybe 9,000. So he's going, and he is taxiing in or to the runway for departure. Also cleared. We've got a WestJet 737 on its way out. Yeah, I miss Air Transat A310s as well. Is Aviation World still open? It's under a new name. It's called Flight City, but yes, the shop still exists in the same location under different management, and it is called Flight City. And we have a fantastic hobby shop right next door as well. So you get 2 for 1. You get aviation collectibles and books and magazines in one, and you get models and decals and paint supplies in the other. So, yes, we've got our 737. Oh, where is he? There he is. Which is the most important city in British Columbia? Well, they're both important. Vancouver is the largest city, of course, and Victoria is the capital city. So our head of government, our provincial head of government, is based out of Victoria. The Parliament buildings for the province is in Victoria, and Victoria is a big tourist center in the summer, especially for the cruise traffic. So I don't know if I could say one is more important than the other. Victoria is a lovely city. I love visiting it in the summer, taking the ferry over from Vancouver. Oh, it's a magnificent thing to do. I've been doing that trip since I was a little kid with my family, and to this day, I love heading over to Victoria for a day trip. And we're going to try and do a live show from the Victoria Harbor this summer as well. So, and Nanaimo. That's our plan, to get over there to do some pop-up live shows for you guys. So, let's hope we can do that. Do you get BA flights into Vancouver? Yes, we get a daily British Airways what am I talking about? We get a daily British Airways E380 flight. It arrives around dinner time and heads out a few hours after that, so we're going to try and get some video clips of it. We might even do a pop-up show for the A380. So that would be in the middle of the morning for UK, but here in North America and Australia, we would be able to watch it. So yeah, that's something we may do. Pop-up show on the British Airways A380 arrival. Stay tuned. We've got to get our new streaming device up and running, and we hope to get that tackled next week. So, and then we can get back to a more frequent broadcasting out of Vancouver here for you guys. As I say, we're running this show as a pop-up show, just to keep you guys entertained and engaged while we get the new streaming deck up and running. I'm not going to be here this Thursday. I do have a personal matter that I have to tend to, so that's also another reason why we decided to do the show today. We didn't want to go without a show this week, so do apologize for that, but as I say, once we get the new deck up and running, we're going to be doing as much broadcasting as we can here, certainly during these warm summer months. Well, let's see. It's 20-1, guys. 20-1. So you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we'll run the show probably till 1 o'clock, another 15-20 minutes, and because it is quiet, but we'll hang out here just right until 1 o'clock, and let's see if we get anything else to depart. You never know. We will give it our best shot. So for those of you that have joined us, again, we do apologize for the early start on today's show. We just wanted to be here for the, in theory, busier part of the day. As you saw, we've had a bleed off in traffic, and the earlier the better at this location. Ideally, we'd be here starting the show at 7 a.m. Because then we'd get, back, non-stop, back to tail aircraft lined up on the taxiway coming towards us. So that's something we might talk about as for pop-up show, because it's just best if we have more traffic than less traffic. So we've got something taxiing out here. Looks like maybe can't really tell, it might be a C series, or A220 as they now call it. Yeah, I don't think I support the A220 designation. I mean, it's a Canadair built in Canada, Canadian C series airliner, and for political reasons, Airbus ended up rescuing the company, which is good. But oh, hang on, we got a Cessna, guys, on finals. Little Chestnut coming in. Chestnut 152. Oh, well, FedEx, I should say. Caravan. Looks so much like a Cessna 152. Well, it's basically an enlarged Cessna 152, 172, isn't it? It's evolved from the original Cessna line of single-engine airplanes. A380, according to Ian, has just passed over him in Scotland. It's running 2 hours late. Estimated time of arrival is 20:50. Call it 9 o'clock. So there you go. It's I didn't want to say it, but British Airways usually is running late into Vancouver by hours. It's a rare event that they're on time. So I guess it's because of the congestion out of Heathrow and all the other issues that are facing many airlines. So yeah, British Airways has not had much luck bringing their aircraft in on schedule for certainly the last several months. This is a C series. This is a A220 or Bombardier Canadair C series. Our first today. Nice to see, actually. Going to Los Angeles, according to Chester Mike, as Air Canada 554. He says it's brand new. I believe it. Brand spanking new. Radio's gone quiet. I wonder if it's... Speak of the devil.
1874 Vancouver, Juliet Hotel, Delta.
Okay. Another WestJet. It's amazing. We haven't seen any American Airlines aircraft this morning. Not a single one. We did see the United, but no American. No charters. No specials, really. So it has been quiet. Quiet and hot. So, according to Chester Mike, Vancouver weather is sunny, temperature 22. It seems warmer than that, but I mean, that could be where they're measuring it. It could be that. Good evening to all from Athens, from Petros. So Kevin D says we've got the WestJet, then a United A320, and then a United 737, and an American 737, all taxiing out. So good, yeah. It'll be nice to end the show with some good movements or some action, so to speak. Colin Watts says he's watching from Yellowknife, and it's 22 degrees in Yellowknife too. So it's a nice day up in Yellowknife. Nice and warm. Nice. What time is it? It's 11. It's 12:55. 12:51 Pacific Standard Time here in Vancouver.
Official 112, Tower Delta 7, line of wave, runway 26 left, citation pad departing from Charlie. Line up 26 Delta 7, and we'll be waiting for WestJet 112.
So WestJet's going to go first, then there's a citation there. It's holding on the other side.
12 Tango over 37 waiting for you. Lower down.
Okay. Citation is there we go. Who's first? Citation's first. Let's see how much separation they give.
That's 440 ground, taxi via Lima to the apron. Actually, 112, clip takeoff, runway 26 left. Clear takeoff, runway 26 left, WestJet 112.
And he's rolling. We've got the United A320 going to stick his nose into the right side of the frame. Any second now. Off he goes, and then this guy's going to get his clearance any second.
Well, guys, it's just coming up on 1 o'clock, and the airport has gone pretty quiet. I think this is a good place for us to end the show. All things considered, it was pretty good. I mean, at least we had a little burst of activity at the end. The weather was good. I do apologize for the chat going down on me, and if I missed any of the donations that were made during my brief downtime on the chat, I thank you very, very much for your donations. I thank everybody for their donations, but if I missed anybody, please do understand that I'm very thankful. So thank you for joining us, everybody. Gorgeous day, and we're going to look forward to seeing you guys soon, for sure, next week. I'm not going to be here. Sorry, guys. This didn't want to compete with the radio. We're going to be back next week, I hope, to our regularly scheduled time slot. That's Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, but we may layer in some bonus shows. And again, I do apologize for starting this bonus show early, but I think you saw the reason why. It made sense to do that. So I'm wishing everybody good evening, good day, happy plane spotting, happy summer from a beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Thank you for watching this edition of Airliners Live, and we'll see everybody next time.